There we go. Okay. So, today I'll be studying some Smash. Let's take a look here. Everything alright, I hope? Oh yeah. Hi Cecile. We're doing something different today. I'm feeling... Am I hoarse? No, I'm fine. Hello, nice to see you. So I'm just gonna look at like... I need a set to get started with this concept. I'm kinda shit at beating people's landings. Alright, I'm gonna just close down my Discord, close down this thing, and everything else needs to stay. There you go. I need like... what's that like Fundies matchup? Let's just take like an MK Leo VOD. Something. Anything. Okay. This one feels like it might work. Yeah, sure. I'll take this one. I'm looking for wowers. I'm looking for specifically landing situations because I'm shit at beating people's landings. So let's just like look and see what happens. I'm just gonna put this in 2x speed. See. I need to find someone being in the air. Okay, no, they're not in the air. Okay, I mean, that's just a full hop. That's not the same. Okay, he's not in the air just yet. Come on. Maybe I should find like a matchup where they're actually going. No, he's always getting sent to the side in this matchup. Okay, wait, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Let's turn off the captions. Theater mode is bust. And then... okay. So we're actually gonna get what we were looking for here. So I should take... it's more like... let's take some notes. It's more like I'm looking at specifically when it's like a longer landing situation. Like you have more options essentially, not super quick. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. So I have my notes here. But we'll see. Firstly, okay. Yeah, he was he air dodged at the end. So this is one thing I noticed, right? People usually I guess so. Or actually they have more options, so it's ambiguous in that way, but it's not ambiguous that the fact that they're gonna land. That's pretty obvious. Is my mouse visible on the browser? I'm thinking. No. No, it's not. I should probably do... I think I should probably do desktop capture instead. Let's try it out. Desktop capture. There. Yeah, it's not gonna be any problems with that. Let's do this. It's gonna be this one. And now I need to make this smaller. It's pretty bad if you can't see my mouse. I'm just thinking, right? And then I need to take this all the way down so I'm actually on the screen. And there we go. Hello, Ballfish. Nice to see you around. Whew. Let's, okay, so first thing here, he air dodges where it is unreactable, right? Exactly. Yeah, we are unfrauding. We're actually gonna get good at the game. So I realized it's like a long time I was like, oh, if I only had good focus, I would just win. But no, I'm not good at the game yet. I just don't know shit. I'm not even good at so many things. So I just have to get better. Okay, so air dodge is around here, right? That's one thing. And now we got another landing situation. Let's see the option. MKLeo tries to chase it. It's coming down with an aerial. Okay. Of course. If you're trying to beat someone that's actually going up and meeting you, then it's going to be different. At that point, you don't have to do anything where it's like not unreactable, just trying to hit them. Okay, now MKLeo has to land. And he doesn't air dodge right away. Okay. Except, like, he's trying to read the upper here. Because the upper is... it's a long range. I should get the pen. Don't I have the pen somewhere on this? The pen has to be somewhere, right? They have the epic pen. I'll search for it. Epic Games. No, Epic Pen is here. It is here. I found it. Hello, Gabriella. I am studying some stuff. I'm bringing out the pen. Hold on. I haven't used this in a while. It's back. I finally have it. Finally, it's time to use the pen again. How do I... There we go. Then Control Z. Yes, Control Z. Okay, so when it's time to pen, I press Control Shift 3. Then I get the pen. And when I don't want to write anything, I get Control Shift 2. And now I have my mouse. And declare scene. Okay. Yeah. We got the pen. We have the power. I have the power. Look at this. Control Shift 3. There we go. Okay. The pen is gonna be great. Okay. So what was the situation again? So, right. Essentially, only act earlier with air dodges, etc. if you are trying to beat them hitting you right then. Right? Of course, this means that ideally, I don't want to be in that situation at all. Ideally, I want to not need to air dodge early so it is reactable if baited. Ideally not need to air dodge early so it is reactable if baited. Yeah. Essentially, Control Shift 3, here's the power. I don't want to be here. He's in the burst range, right? The burst range of the... He's in the burst range of the thing. Of the up air. That goes like real. And you don't want to be there. Because at this point you have to choose an option while you are... you'll have to choose an option while you are too high up to make that option unreactably punishable. Right? Which means that, of course, I want to... Okay, let's clear the scene. I want to put people in that situation. One way to do that will be to use the platforms to extend burst range upwards. Essentially, if I use the platform here, like, I get up here, and then like bait, I just fall down instead. He can be forced to air dodge higher, which would mean that now I'm more likely to be able to make things. What do you say? Or like force him to do a reactable air dodge, right? And then either hit them for the air dodge, hit them directly if they don't act, and also corner them. I can't beat it directly, right? That's kind of what I was thinking. So, let's see. Oops, OBS Studio wants to like update or something. No? I don't know what happened there. I have no idea. Okay. Let's keep looking for landing situations. Oh wait, right. How did Tilde play this? So he does the air dodge, and Tilde just kind of corners him. Fine enough. That's it's like he did that air dodge so early that I think you could probably have tried to hit him there for sure. But if you're not sure in it, then just corner. That's fine. Okay, that's not the same situation. Let's see if we can get this guy. MKLeo, can you not die, please? I want you to land. This is an edge guard. This is not what we're looking for. Play, please. I'll hold space to speed it up. Okay, wait, we got one. We got one. I'm looking for landing situations like we're catching fish. Okay, he jumps, right? So sometimes people jump to disengage but end up in these situations. A higher jump is kinda bad, because look how high he goes. He's this high, which means that his options might be more reactable in reality, right? So a higher jump might not be entirely good. I want some water. Just a second. And also, let's stand up for a bit. Okay, wait, I didn't actually get that all the way up. Because I pressed something? Yeah. Okay, there we go. So, Falco does have a really good option in this landing, what's it called? Landing bear, right? A bear, no, there. Oh, my pen wants to update. Do we update the pen? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna update the pen. We're updating the pen. There's a pro version of the pen. That's actually pretty funny. Get the pro version of Epic Pen. They even have the Facebook people. Started on Windows login. Why would I want to start the pen every time? Okay. We're getting the new version of the pen. Gonna turn up the music for myself. Try it for free. Wait, have they made it? Have they made have they made the pen completely no? Okay, maybe I should not actually oh, no wait, there. It is free still. I'm pretty yeah, it is here. It's completely free. The pen is free, thankfully. Okay. Do we subscribe to the pen? Okay. Yeah, so that option is very good. And you can kind of just use that to land, I suppose. I just set up this browser for doing all of this, but I don't want I mean, I like Ebook Origin, but I don't need it right there. It's unnecessary. So yeah, okay, let's keep going. In the situation where they have like something like that where they can land with, I guess you kind of just have to, yeah. If they have a very good landing option, like let's say that there, or something else, then play. You kind of have to play the situation there. Like he's gonna go for that there. Might have to outspace it. Or he's gonna go. Let's say K roll goes for his near. You're gonna have to like whiff punish that on the landing. Or Joker goes for down guns. Then you have to play. If they have a landing option like that, then you just you have to play that. You have to play that situation. So recognize when they go for those things and try to find the proper way through. And Leo takes out first star. Oh no, Tilda takes the first stock. This is like a decent matchup for looking for this in because Falco does have a very high jump that ends up setting up landing situations quite often. And also, Like, he sets up those, he launches you upwards quite a bit. Like here. This is not the same situation. Here you're just kind of trying to keep the burst ranges in mind, weave a bit, see what they want to do, and avoid it. Pretty simple. Okay. But here's another one like this. He does dare on landings a lot. It's like, okay, he's here, and then let's outspace the dare. That's what I would guess is the best option here. Most of the time. Wait, my camera border is gone. Just wanted to check how I look, but the camera border is gone. Where's my camera border? What? Where did it go? Is it this one? Oh yeah, that one was. This one was accidentally hidden, but now it's back. Good. Okay, let's sit down again. I am slowly rising on the camera, but I'm actually just sitting still. Yeah, he's going for that a lot. I guess you just kind of have to react if you can, and if not, read occasionally, right? So like down guns, for example, you try to read it and then react to it. I guess you kind of have to maybe you might have to get like make yourself ready to react to things a lot here. Like to beat the air dodges, to beat the dare, to beat up guns or down guns. I'm thinking you might have to make yourself ready to react. And that way you can actually get it. So make yourself ready to react a lot, corner other options. That's kind of what I'm thinking. This is so embarrassing. Like, look at this. This is the freest counter in the world. Hello, Harsh Alabati. Right now I'm not playing the game. I'm doing some studying on some landings. I was just about to, roast this lack of counter, because this is actually like, if you just ran off here, it was a completely free counter. Okay, so here's another landing situation with a different kind of tool. So he's launched high up, and Galeo uses the platform to bait burst range, but he uses that, and here he's like, okay, I'm just gonna hit you. But he does side B instead. This was super good, like absolutely incredible from Tilda going for that. Like, that was super, super smart. But it does tell me a lot about how I should play these kinds of situations. I'm kind of thinking it's the same thing as like, okay, go for some reads on some things. Occasionally make yourself ready to react to things. I guess this is like, okay, you just have to be aware that that's an option. He can do that. Threaten out some other options, perhaps. Read it. Okay, like if he does this again, you can read it occasionally. But sometimes they do something you don't expect, and then they'll just have to. You'll just have to be okay with them doing a good play. Okay. Can we get some more landing situations? Kinda. Here, like, okay. He's landing here, and he can kind of just do an aerial, so Amkilia's probably gonna at least respect the aerial, and he's gonna run under this. I shields it. Like, respect the aerial and just corner him. That's what I was thinking he would do. I'll probably stream for 30 more minutes. That should be good. It's a stock, but that's not what we're looking for right here. Oh, here's another one. So he's here, and he can just kind of fast fall here. Tilda tries to go for just like a very, very preemptive buried here. I mean, it would have killed if it worked. This is also like Falco is such a great example to have for this, because he shows you like what the burst range affects very often. But Amkalia decides to just land. It's a pretty safe option. I guess you do have to, as Lancelot loves saying, it's like when you land, you try to put yourself in a situation where, I mean, look, he's right here, right? He's landing, but he can go here, he can go here, he can also go off stage, he can also jump, he can air dodge through, he can also do a landing aerial down. He can do so much. He can do so much, and that's kind of what what Lancelot loves talking about, and that's why this is a hard situation to get the read in, and why you might want to just corner him, right? So I don't need the pen anymore. When they have a lot of options, it can be more safe to just corner. Like when they really do have a lot of options, like he does here, going for the cornering seems like a better idea. Okay, here's another one. Does the triple up here? This triple upper would have dealt 40% as Yoshi. But as Hyoguri, it's not that impressive. Okay. So he does a super early air dodge to beat the combo. And because he does such an early air dodge, Amkilio could have reacted to it and hit him for it. If you got the spacing right. It's like, I guess when they do an early air dodge that you can hit, try to space yourself so if you don't manage to, you keep advantage. I also want to think about frame traps. That's something I'm going to do later. I'll do 7 more minutes of this and then I'll start thinking about the frame traps more. Okay. So yeah, he was trying to hit that, but he goes for an air, and he kind of could have kept advantage of if someone missed, but also I feel like this nair is kind of bad, actually. So, okay, we got another landing situation here. And it seems what happens is Tilde just covers the immediate landing. It covers the instant reversal. and then if he didn't, he could keep the advantage up. So that's another one. Cover the instant reversal as your fifth option, right? This is a great thing to do. Because he kind of just like, this is the fastest thing MKLeo can do, so if you cover it, the other options, you're still gonna have time to cover them. So that's a great thing to do. This was a crazy bear. Like the concept. So MKLeo has nothing, he decides to just fastball straight onto the platform. I think, oh no, he air dodges too. This bear should have hit. He was just slightly too... MKLeo just did a very fast option. I feel like overall this was probably not the right move. I think you should have played it a bit safer here. Because you had so little options. But yeah, sometimes things are so fast that they kind of just work. So just have a good mix-up range, I guess. Okay, he's up in the air. Let's see what he does. MKLeo goes for, oh, this is the perfect time to move into frame traps. So MKLeo goes for the sphere, right? And it doesn't work at all. Actually, let's see what happens. See if he manages to follow this up. Kinda. But also, if Tilde had just like, no, he can't. It's because the platform is there. Exactly, because the platform is there. Wait, this is super important. Like, if there is a platform, you can go for the hit without a frame trap, and if it misses, they are forced to the platform anyway. So, to dodge this, like, let's look at the option in the coverage here. To dodge this, he has to air dodge. He can't really, or he could, but it would be like full drift in to go past Leo here, which is super risky. And if MKLeo just did a bear, he could have gotten frame trapped, right? So it makes sense that he wouldn't do that. MKLeo goes for a fair, which is not ideal, actually. You would want to frame trap with bear here, because then you could cover him going in here as well. But he goes for a fair. But because the platform is here, look, since he air dodged, he has to land on the platform. If he jumped, if he was up here, then MKLeo has advantage, and he's just used his jump, which is horrible. Omega sign. And then MKLeo still has advantage, right? Which means that if there's a platform in the way like this, let's see exactly, you can kind of go for these. You can kind of go for these non-frame traps and still keep advantage. This is not something I considered whatsoever, but that's like, that's pretty cool. Hold on, I'm just gonna get a tissue here. Got some gunk on the screen. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Let's start. Let's think more about frame traps. So, frame traps. I think as seen here is like, it wasn't the kind of scenario there are some scenarios where it's like, okay, you can hit them if you want to. You can try to hit them if you want to. And if you do, there's a chance they could air dodge, like Tilda did, right? If there wasn't a platform, then he would have landed first, and MKLear would not only have lost advantage, he would be in a pretty bad situation actually. He would lose advantage completely, basically, right? So those situations are the situations where you can go for a hit but not a frame trap. I think this is all going to be based on how close to the ground they are, if they're already falling, if they're already fast falling. Like a bunch of stuff that you just have to learn to recognize over time, right? And so it leads to the fact ends up being you need to just recognize over time when you can and can't frame trap. So recognize over time when you can't and can frame trap. Trap. When you can frame trap. And if you can't, then you want to threaten first. Or you want to take stage and corner first, so they don't expect you to swing, right? And then after baiting, you can maybe swing. Like they show they're not gonna act, then you can swing. Otherwise, you have to bait first. Because most of the time they will pick an option, right? But if you see that they do just landing, right? If you see that they all they do is just drift away, at that point, then you can hit anyway, right? At that point, when you've done all of that, then you can finally just hit them. And then the thing is, I think almost everyone that does that do those landings, are kind of aware. So, but the people that do those options are often aware of that and will mix it up after showing it, because it leaves a great impression. Right. So, in the end, often just corner anyway, despite them not doing anything, and you can hit if you think it will work. But most of the time, when they get in your burst range, but most of the time when they got in your burst range, they will probably act right. But if they don't, then you can just hit them. Right? So that's one part of the frame traps. When you can't frame trap, that's the situation. But if you can frame trap, to just recognize that you can, because you go up early enough, they don't have time to fast fall, or you go up early enough, they don't have time to fast fall, or is there anything more? I don't know for now. I'll just finish it like this. So, or they don't have time to fast fall, then you can just frame trap, and then after the frame trap, right, it is a read on the drift in or out, like, but if you just cover in, you always get a good situation, at least. Try to just react to the drift. Okay. Honestly, I'm kind of starting to feel good about this. Is this text, is it big enough for... I'm thinking it's not. I'm thinking this text is too small, isn't it? I'll have to fix that another time. I'll probably find another notes site so you can have bigger text. But for now, this will have to be it, okay? You just cover in, you always get a good situation at least. That's like a at least. Yeah. Try to just react to the drift. For sure. I think it's time for me, it's kind of time for me to stop. But I think this is a good place to stop. Anything more about frame traps? I mean, you kind of just have to learn when to go for them. You react, and if you can't react to the drift, it's a read that you go for. If you feel like it, yeah. If you can react to the drift, then it is a read that you can go for if you feel like it will work, and especially if you can get a good situation afterwards. Anyway, so what I'm meaning to say with that is that if they, like, you get your frame trap, and if you get your frame trap and you can fall, for example, you land first anyways, despite going for 2 bears or something like that, and you can just keep frame trapping, or you end up in a decent situation no matter what, then you can go for that read. If not, maybe just take the stage. But that does feel like about it. I'll maybe actually upload this VOD to YouTube. I kind of feel like there might be something there. But for now, I kind of have to start winding down. So time for me to stop the stream. I learned a lot here.